It's a glitch, bro. It's gotta be a glitch. If we all feel that way.
He won't even. Honestly, I was like, don't send it. He didn't even respond to me. He didn't say anything.
I think he froze.
Oh no.
We lost.
No,
Josh.
you
I was
didn't.
like, oh, that was good. That was really
You
good.
fucking got me, man. Okay, so pretend you had like all the money in the world, right? And it wasn't an option. Like money does not exist to you. Money means nothing. Would you buy a boat or would you buy a private jet?
A boat.
Both. Or if
What?
like a
Word. I did say money wasn't an option. So
right. I thought I had to think about it. I'm like, you did say money wasn't an option, so both.
Well, I'm
Okay.
thinking it had to be one or the
Dope.
other. So.
Right. Well, it was kind of one or the other. So if it was one or the other, what would you pick? I started off way too strong on that one.
A boat.
You buy a boat?
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. What would you name your boat?
These are on the spot question. I don't, these things I gotta think about. I don't know.
For real, that's
It's
like
gotta, it's gotta be special, right? I just don't.
Yeah, it's like a pet's name. You don't just come up with it in 5 seconds.
Sorry,
Okay.
Danny, we ruined that.
You gotta see the pet.
I guess you're right. You got to figure it out. It's got to just like ring a bell to you.
We didn't make
Yeah,
that
you
as
gotta
fun as
feel
you
it.
thought it was gonna be.
You definitely gotta feel it.
What would I name my boat?
Okay. So slice of life is.
Dexter?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I saw an episode before, and that's what made me think of that. Because if you said, what if you said you'd get a private jet? Then what would you name that? Something cool like Nighthawk or something.
My private jet is pretty sick right there alone.
I was gonna
would
say, I don't
just-
think you really need to name a jet. Like it's not like
Nah,
naming
but
a
like,
boat.
come on, you have it. You might as well.
Come on, what would you?
Like, why not?
I don't know, man. I just.
Let's
I'm
jump
not-
on old
I'm
Betsy
not the
real
guy
quick and
that
drive-
names my vehicles.
Do you
I
don't have
mean,
a
my
vehicle?
car-
Oh,
My car's name
I
is Archer.
don't, but I
What?
just
Archer?
Yeah, like the show Archer.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Archer.
I definitely, once I first got it, I definitely named my car Archer. And
My
my
car-
last 2 cars before that had names too.
Oh yeah, what were they?
Oh my god, I can't remember what the last one was.
Well, you must have really
What's the
loved that
girl's name?
car.
I hated that car. I hated that car.
Beatrice.
Um,
That's a
I
pretty
forgot
dope
what I
name for
called
a
it.
car, actually.
I called it something all the time. It was a
All
woman's
right,
name.
Frank,
I
you sit
hated
there and
that
try to
car.
remember. We're
Nah,
gonna.
I ain't gonna remember. But yours was the John Travolta. I remember that, the old one, right?
The Volvo.
The
Travolta.
Volvo.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
That's stupid.
Volvo Travolta.
This one's name is Persephone.
What is it?
Persephone.
Persephone.
Yeah.
What the? That's not even a real name.
Bro, we're talking about naming cars here, okay? Don't talk to me about real names.
Sounds way too close.
But if I'm gonna name
vasectomy,
something, I'm gonna
but-
give it a real
right.
name.
Oh,
Like,
Okay,
something-
fine. I'm changing its name to Optimus Prime Jr. Okay, what do you want me to tell
Can he
you?
do that?
I could. Look, I just did.
Man, yeah, I guess you just did.
That's it. From now
it
on,
has been done.
whenever you get into my car, please wipe your feet and say thank you, Optimus Prime Jr. for the
You're
safe
funny as
travels.
fuck.
Shit. What do you think the coolest thing to real magic is?
Science.
Coolest thing.
Something
Right.
that's
Instead
just-
of magic?
no, like
Yeah,
what's
what do
the
you mean?
closest thing to real magic? Whatever you think real magic is.
Yeah, I agree with him. Science.
Science.
Like they have all this smart technology and shit all the time. What's the next big thing to like amaze or astound you the most? I think like holograms. You know what I
Cooler
mean?
science, right?
Like if they had holograms.
So
like
we
in
know
Star
that you
Wars.
think the I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man again. I was gonna say we know that you think that.
No, but it'd be really cool. Like that's the next
They have
step
done
of it.
holograms already, though. They've done like the hologram Michael Jackson concert. They did it for DMX.
Tupac. No, they didn't do it for
Tupac, yep.
DMX. No, I'm
sure?
talking about like a Palm Pilot. You put the phone in your hand and it just goes.
Oh, you're talking about like that. Oh, like yeah, that's some Star Wars shit. That would be fucking cool. Like I could send you a video message, but like you just hold out your phone and then like it's me 3-dimensional popping above your phone.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be
yeah.
pretty fun.
that would be dope. I bet you we'll get something like that eventually.
Oh hell yeah! You think our kids will see something like that, or it'll be like their kids?
No, I think the younger generation of now will. I figure like let's just call
Like you
it.
think my kids would see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think we're that going to be that advanced in the next 50 years.
Okay.
You don't think what in 50 years?
I don't think we'll be able to send messages like that in the next 50 years.
I don't know.
Like the
Maybe
3D hologram
something.
image.
I don't know. I think we would in 50 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think
Think so?
so. I think within 20, yes.
I think we have to hit a lull at some point with technology. Like we've been advancing so fast for so many years. that
I
think
bet you
has to
there
be a
is
lull
something
before
like
we
that.
keep going. Yeah,
Well, like what?
like the president's got one.
Maybe.
Like somebody high up's got one already.
I mean, I don't know. That's
I know,
crazy technology. I feel like it's something though. Like, bro, if you really look into it, like all the shit in all these other countries, the technology they got going on, like even household wise shit, it's just insane stuff, bro.
I have seen some type of like Skynet fucking robot. Like there's this girl on
Skynet
TikTok.
robot? What are you talking
Swear to
about?
God, there's this girl.
Fucking
that's
John
on
Connor
TikTok.
over here.
There's this girl that's on TikTok and she has this guy, or it's this robot, and it's a robot, but like his face is like a white man, and you see like the robot parts in his chest and that. And she talks to him on TikTok on her live and like this, that she makes videos with him. And it's a robot they're working on, and it looks like he can make regular features. Like you could tell it's a robot still, because when he switches from one facial feature to the next, you can kind of see how it's like, like, you know what I mean?
It's not
But-
smooth it out.
Yeah, but like they're working on that shit, and dude looks like a normal human, like looks exactly like the Terminator would look before he was shot up and stuff.
Really?
It's pretty fucking creepy, I gotta say. Like, and this thing moves and talks just like a human. It answers her questions and like this and that, but like you can still kind of tell it's a robot right now,
Right.
you know? But I will say, yeah, and like the sense of how far, like it is crazy. But I don't know. Hologram is like a different type of technology, though, no?
Yeah, but I wish I had something to compare. Like, I know, bro, there has to be some type of.
Because it's like putting a projector on without a screen.
Think of
know,
this, bro.
like-
Think of this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the PlayStation, right? Is it the PlayStation that has the thing, like the actual, it like 3D images you onto the PlayStation for like a video game, like one of the basketball games?
What?
Yeah, bro. Are you kidding me? It like takes your facial recognition and like puts you in the game.
Oh yeah, like the My Player. Yes.
Whatever,
you can take a
right,
picture
but
of
there's-
your face, and then
there's
it makes
like-
you like a cartoon image.
I guess I don't know what it's called, but anyway, imagine they could scan you like that onto on a game already. I'm sure you can get that image. You know what I mean? Like they have to have that shit figured out almost.
What you're saying, like facial
don't-
recognition to create a character based on you and do that as a hologram?
See, that's what I'm saying. I think that's different because like that's taking a picture of your face and then making something that looks like it on the screen. This is
Right,
getting
but-
something to come up without a screen. So it's different.
Like, what does it project
what I
onto?
mean? Yeah, like how you get
Like, how do the
image
particles
to project
just
if
stay
there's
in
no
the air?
screen? Because on a projector,
I
we
don't
have a
know,
white
maybe-
screen, or a
alright.
computer, it's a
You-
screen, or a phone is a screen. You know what I mean? Everything is a screen.
You know that big ball in Spencer's, the electric thing where like you put your hand on it and it forms like
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, all the
Maybe they
lasers
could
going
use
yeah.
something like that and like a ball to where to like image you.
Yeah, but even that has a glass dome around it. Like everything we're talking about, every screen, everything has glass to bounce off of. That hologramic image would have to go off just air. Like it's got to be a different new technology. I
Maybe
don't see
whatever
them
it's dispensing
breaking that.
itself from up, maybe it's a thing.
I mean,
I don't know, but they do that shit pretty crazy.
I'm not saying that it can't be done or it won't be done. I just don't think that. Will
Understand me, son. I'm as slick as they is. I'm as quick as they is. Did I mention I'm as slick as they is?
Yes.
That's actually probably one of the best Will Smith songs. I gotta say.
Yeah, you like that one? The wow,
As
wow,
no
wow,
joke,
wiggy,
because as
wow,
soon
wow,
as you
wow,
said
wiggy,
it, I was
wow,
like,
wow, wiggy,
I
wow,
was
wow,
singing the
wow.
next part of the verse in my head. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. That shit was. I like that
Yo,
song when
that's
it came
Frank's
out. I'm
turn
not
up
gonna lie.
song. That's Frank's turn up
No,
song. Next time
if you
Frank's in a
gotta
street
go,
fight, he's like, babe, put on Wild Wild West.
no, if you gotta go Will Smith hype song, I gotta go Switch. Love that song.
Do you? It's a good song. I don't know if I'd go with
Do
hype
you?
song.
Really?
Yeah.
That song always gets me to like want to move and dance and shit.
Oh, word?
Yeah. What's your favorite Will Smith song? Totally, I know this is like taking a left turn, but whatever.
When he
Summertime?
sang Aladdin as the genie.
It counts.
What about you, Joe?
No, I hate that song. I'm just kidding. But go ahead, Joe.
What's that summertime song he's got? Isn't it called Summertime?
Summertime.
I
Yeah, him
like
and
that
Jazzy
jam.
Jeff.
Yeah, I
That's a
love
good
that
one.
shit. Hmm.
Just sit back
I would
and
say
rewind.
maybe Miami. That was probably that song. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, or just
You
the
go-
two
you
of
going
us.
off
That
of
was a
Big
dope
Wiz?
jump off.
you like
Just
Big
the
Willie
two
style.
of
I did.
us.
See, I was more of a Millennium fan. I like
Here
that Y2K
come
shit.
Men in Black, Galaxy Defenders. Now. Jam to that.
That was just on TV.
Was
Men
it
in Black
Men
3. Men in Black 3.
Danny's favorite movie.
Aliens are
I don't go
real.
that deep. You know, all they tell you straight up. Who's the messiest person you know?
My kids.
I don't know, man. Me, I'm pretty messy.
Yeah, you think you're messy? See, I think Joe's mess is still kind of clean.
Nah, I'm not. I'm clean.
Oh, he's like an organized mess kind of person.
I think so. Yeah.
Kinda.
Like it's a mess, but you know where shit is.
Bro, you go in my closet, every shirt is color coordinated, stacked, nice, neat, but like there's shit all over my closet. Clothes from yesterday, clothes I gotta put away over here, a jacket that I was supposed to put somewhere else, it's hanging up there. I got 10 pairs of shoes on the floor over there. But it looks clean and it's all organized in the right spot, just messy.
That's funny.
I have seen some people who have a lot of this organized chaos you speak of throughout my lifetime. And it's pretty incredible how people could just have so much stuff that it's all over, but yet you can function like around it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I've
just,
been there.
and I guess like the way I was brought up or the way that I like was raised to be like in the house, just when you're done with something, you clean up after. You don't let shit pile up because then the dishes are all the way to the top and you don't want to do that. You clean as you go. Even with like other shit.
I'm very
When I dated Valerie, I tried to get her kids to organize all their stuff. Like, yeah, you take a book out, when you're done with it, you put it back. Instead, they'd have to bitch and complain about having to clean it up an hour and a half later, 2 hours later, you know? And like I say that with respect. I don't mean bitch and complain. I mean, I guess kids, they're like complaining, you know? Like, oh, we don't want to clean up now. I'm like, well, you should have just did what I told you and cleaned as you go.
all kids
So-
bitch and complain. But no, wait. So I was gonna say this point, but then when you said that with them, like it's different, or like how you're saying, like, because clean as you go, I get that. I'm very big on cleaning as you go. But also like having stuff stacked up. Like I'm very big on in the kitchen. I always clean as I go. I hate having stuff in the sink. So like I get that. But like for me, I've always had just like a crazy house because like especially like I moved so much of my life. Like in the past 10 years, I've had like probably 8 different houses. So just from the sense of like moving or having things like around my house that I didn't always necessarily go through that I wanted to, or put up that I wanted to, or this and that, blah, blah, blah. I get people like moving around things and like having things like that, but not in the sense of like what you're saying, like, you know, dishes piled in the sink and shit like that. But I was going to say, you kind of feel that way because you've never moved. You've only lived in one house your whole life, right?
Not all my stuff out. I've been living in other places, but yeah, I had most of the majority of my shit here. So yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. So it's a little different like that. Like, cause I will say that, like, when you move or when you get a new house, or like it's not like I've done it so many times in my life, like it's months before like whatever. And then if you're only on like a year lease, it's I don't know. Like I've definitely
Okay, good
gone-
point. Thanks. Because
My
it's,
bad.
I don't. I mean,
Well,
I don't
Because
know.
I've definitely done the first
Like-
part of what you were saying, but then you kind of changed it and said like different things where you're saying like dishes to me isn't the same as living around
We-
stuff with having a lot of stuff in your house or having too much stuff in a smaller house or stuff like that. So it kind of to me it was like two different things.
I feel you.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. I got you.
Trying
So
to play
then,
off what you were saying.
no,
Fuck
I
you,
got you.
man.
no. So now, would it be like? Would you consider just having a lot of stuff in a small place messy, or just like chaos, like organized chaos? Like that's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think that would necessarily be messy. Like if you don't have enough space, you don't have enough space. You know what I mean? Like there's ways of exactly having an organized mess. Like I have too much stuff in my apartment, but I have it, boxed up or binned up or whatever in certain areas or whatever. It's because I don't have anywhere to put it. Now, should you maybe reduce some shit? Probably. But some people, it's hard to do that. Like when you have a lot of, like, perfect example, Karen's mom passed away a couple years ago. We got a lot of her mom's stuff. I have a lot of stuff in my attic, but I'm not getting rid of any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's sentimental, or most of it anyway.
Right.
So it depends on the situation.
Okay.
I don't like that question. Move on.
Next question, please.
Next question.
Okay. Where's the line between soup and cereal?
Oh my God. If you're eating it with a spoon, it's soup.
What do you mean? You eat cereal with a spoon, don't you? You eat
Yeah.
cereal with a fork. So
Cereal is liquid and solid together. Cereal is a type of soup.
it's cereal. It's a breakfast
It's still a type of soup.
item. How is it type soup? Soup
'Cause the
is soup is cooked.
The definition
A
of
soup is something that's cooked. Cereal's not. Cereal's not
That's
cooked.
not true. There's cold soup. There's cucumber soup. There's all kinds of different cold soups.
Right, but you gotta.
It doesn't have to be cooked.
Can you just put
Soup,
like
soup is eating it with a spoon. If you're eating it and it's
I
liquid
eat
and
mac
solid
and
together,
cheese with the spoon, and
I
that's
eat
liquid
ceviche
and
with the
solid
spoon.
together. What do
Is
you
it
mean?
ceviche
That's not soup.
if
That's a
it's
horrible-
liquid and solid, if it's
All right,
liquid and
You
solid,
gotta
and
give me
you're
something
eating it with a spoon.
better. I'm like halfway there with you, but there's no way.
If it's
eat
liquid
anything
and
you eat with a
solid
spoon
and you're
is a
eating it
soup.
in a bowl with a spoon, it's soup.
wait a second. What about rice?
You don't always eat rice in a bowl with a spoon. Some people eat it with
Yes.
chopsticks.
Okay.
out of a
And
bowl.
rice has no liquid in it. It's only a solid.
What about chicken broth with rice?
That's soup. That's basically chicken and rice soup. Guy.
I'm trying to catch him here, Joe. I need your
I
help.
know. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to
Soup,
say he's
by
got a
definition-
point, but I can't prove him wrong on this, and it's not.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know.
All right.
Soup by definition is liquid and solid together.
Frankopedia, ladies and
Actually, no,
gentlemen.
that's not true. That's not true because like a tomato bisque soup is all liquid.
You're getting angry with.
Myself.
You said soup is what?
I said it's like a liquid and a solid together that you would eat with a spoon. But like, what about tomato bisque soup? Like that's no solid in there. So I don't know.
All right, Frank, you win this round. Moving on.
Oh, so people who consider Merriam-Webster the authority on okay. Cereal doesn't meet the dictionary's definition of soup. While it qualifies as a liquid food when eaten with milk, and it does contain pieces of solid food, it doesn't contain meat, fish, vegetables, or stock.
Oh, okay. That makes
Ladies
sense.
and
then.
gentlemen.
No, right. If you have any of those meat, fish, vegetables, or any type of stock, that makes it soup.
soup.
Anything else, right?
The stock,
Oh.
the stock definitely made me go, oh, but even before that, when you said, because yeah, you can eat cereal without milk too. So yeah, that's true.
Today years old. Today years old.
So a soup necessarily has to have a stock
Meat?
or a meat in it.
Meat, fish,
Well, a stock has
vegetables,
meat
or
in it, so
stock.
yeah.
So
Meat-
then what
yeah,
would your
meat, fish,
cucumber
vegetables, or
thing be
stock.
considered? Cucumber cereal?
Well, cucumber is a vegetable, so cucumber soup would be.
Oh,
so-
word. Okay. See? Wow, really? It defines itself just by those characters. It makes
Okay,
you
what
go,
about
wow.
what about cream spinach?
Cream of spinach still has chicken broth in it.
It's a soup.
No, yeah, it still has chicken broth in it. Most soups, exactly, you have to have a broth. Like even when you're making broccoli cheese or this, that, blah,
Did
blah, it's all
did
like
we just shut Frank down? Did
Zoom,
we
zoom, zoom,
just
zoom.
shut him
Zoom, zoom, zoom,
down?
zoom.
honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't say that because
All
yeah,
right,
you're
Frank, you don't
totally
gotta
right.
get
The
loud,
stock,
okay, man? Just take the L, dude. Relax.
That's one for me
I'm taking
on
it.
the books.
I'm taking it.
Okay, you ready for this question? What's
What
the
up?
best way you like your potato?
Fucking baked.
Just
I would
baked?
have to
That's
go-
Oh,
it?
you know what? I don't know. Baked or mashed, bro. I mean, what other
Bro,
way?
stop
No.
it. There's waffle
No, I'd
fries,
have to go
there's curly
fried.
fries.
See, I
There's
would just say fried because
Fried?
like French fries in general or potato croquettes.
No,
over
I'm going mashed.
everything.
Gotta do
I might do what is it? Double baked?
Oh, twice baked?
Twice baked. That's my
Twice baked
shit.
potatoes are good. I like twice baked potatoes.
Twice baked potatoes. That's how
Because
I
you could
take
stuff them
mine.
with shit. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Joe, you
Or
ever
like-
done twice baked potatoes at home?
No.
So you bake a potato. It's a baked potato, and then you take a spoon and you scoop out just the middle and make it like almost like a potato skin. And then with all the middles, you make mashed potatoes, and you could put shit in it. You could put broccoli, you could put cheese in it, that, and then you put it back in the shell and put it back in the oven and bake it. So those mashed potatoes
Again.
on top. So that's why it's called a twice baked potato. But yeah, bro, twice baked potatoes are what's up, especially with some cheese on them. I love it.
I'm gonna give
Frank's gonna have him on his food truck.
You know what? I had an idea to do the food truck with just around like twice baked potatoes with like different stuffings in them, but it would be too much prep and stuff. I like the other one that I got now going.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I do love me a fucking twice baked potato. I'll fuck up some. You're right, but I'd still probably go fried. I love fried potatoes, man. Like fucking home fries, hash browns, fucking French fries.
listen, I can eat
potato-
endless amounts of mashed potatoes, but baked potato, I'm gonna have to change my answer. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
baked potato. Not
I mean, you
twice
could even
baked.
say
I
potato
want
chip.
a regular fucking baked potato. I don't want potato chips. Unhealthy. They're good, but no.
I don't know if you heard that. I'm not gonna lie though, I did used to always fuck with baked potatoes from Wendy's. I used to back in the day get baked potatoes a lot from Wendy's.
Extra sour cream, no chives.
Oh no, fuck that. Give me the cheese sauce all day.
No, I get the chili, bro, and I put the chili on it. I think they sell it as something now, but like that was the OG way of doing it.
My alarm just went off to post the podcast.
Okay. You got time.
This is funny.
What do you
I
think
just saw
about
your
when you? What
comment.
do you
How many
think
times
about-
you gonna say like,
Bro, all you do
I
is say
fucking
like.
hate
All you
you.
do
I
is say like.
fucking-
That's it.
It's
Like-
part
like-
of my
like-
vocabulary.
Bro,
It
it's not
happens.
even, you don't have all the words in your vocabulary. You fill in your likes with other words that kind
When
of
I'm
makes
trying
sense.
to think or finish a thought, the word like comes out sometimes.
It's a
few
filler
times.
word, bro. You gotta get rid of
It
it.
is a filler word.
it's-
I don't
you need
have to get rid of
it.
anything.
You should, bro. It
I'm
helps
gonna
your
start
brain
saying it
focus.
more just to piss you off, like because I really like
Bro,
it.
I don't care. Just
Like-
it sound
No,
like
don't even say you don't care. You put it in the private chat so nobody else can see it just to tell me you
Because-
care.
I'm like, yo, get to the story. I got how many likes ago did you start this
How
story?
many likes ago?
Try to remember.
Bro, I'm gonna count them next time. I swear to you. I gotta get a stopwatch and just keep clicking every
You
time.
act like you haven't before.
How are you gonna count with a stopwatch?
Dude,
Not a stopwatch. The you know what it is.
Yeah, okay, all right. I just
To,
wanted
to enter the club because you old as shit.
you're gonna count with a stopwatch.
You know what I mean. I'll get one of those pocket watches and I'll click the time on the top.
Bro,
Alright,
take
Cap-
a picture of me in front of this giraffe.
Oh, you guys are too funny. You yell too much. All right, what do you think about when you hear the word classy?
Classy, bougie.
Okay, that's like the same thing. So please describe that a little bit more in detail, Frank.
Proper, snotty, rich.
Classy?
Yeah. Like if I think of someone that's classy, I think of like money.
You could have class and not have money.
That's what I think of. You can have that, yes, but you asked me, what do you think of when you hear classy? That's what I think of. That's what comes into my mind.
Joe, is it me? Does he have an attitude right now? I'm not really sure.
He's getting
What?
snippy, bro. He's getting, he's getting snippy.
Bro, I swear to God.
He's getting snippy.
You getting mad, bro? You throwing snowballs?
Why you mad, bro?
You throwing snowballs?
No, because I'm just thinking, like, do you consider yourself a classy person?
Mm-mm.
But it's just how you like uphold yourself, I feel like.
I get it. We get it. You think of yourself as
Who do you think of?
No,
Right.
it's
Who
not
do
even
you
about
think
that. It's
of-
just saying in general. Like when I think of classy, I think of like polished silverware and white tablecloths, or like sitting down at a restaurant where it's like classy like that, or they have like chandeliers somewhere. You know, if you're on a cruise ship, so you're on a cruise
When
ship
you
and they
say
have really
classy-
nice like rooms and stuff. It could be a classy spot. Think about the hotels. Like
when you
when
say
fuck,
classy, though, I don't think of a place. I think of a person.
Right.
well,
Saying,
this is
say
what
I-
I'm saying.
I think
well,
of like
here's the thing. Two things. Number one, in Dumb and Dumber, when he's like, "You ever seen a place like this? Yeah, not this classy, but something like it." And the second time is, you know, in Home Alone when he stays at the International Ding Dang Dong. That is a classy place because of how it's upheld. You know, same thing with each other. If we walk around presenting class, whether we wear whatever the fuck it is, or no, that's what I was going to base off. Whether you wear like a suit all day to go to a desk job, or you wear the same suit, but instead you're a waiter, not suit, but like, you know, you wear a tie and a shirt and stuff.
I just side comment. I'd rather say like 10 times than be a stuttering fucking Stanley. I'm just saying.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
wow.
I don't see how that's a difference though, because you're like saying like so many times, and I'm like, I don't think you could like process the like thought.
See, at least when I say like, I'm saying a word and I'm making it sense. When you were
I'm
like,
sorry, what?
you sounded like my 5-year-old trying to tell me a story. It's like, well, like when I saw this
Wow, he's going
person, and,
deeper. You sound like you're 5 or
and,
5-year-old.
and then I'm like, Mia, finish your thought before you say the sentence. And then
Where do you think she gets it from, Frank? Where do you think she gets it from? Okay. Look, I missed it.
What is happening? Punches are being thrown.
I forgot what he even said now because I went off on that for too long.
All right.
I don't remember what he said either.
So
What do you think is classy? What do you think of?
Oh yeah,
What do you think of when you think of the word classy?
yeah. I don't
actually,
know.
I was
think
gonna
of a
change the
person more than a
subject real
place.
quick. I was gonna ask
I
two
think of
questions, but I
Peggy
know
Carter.
what Joe's answer is gonna be to this
Peggy
one.
Carter.
I was gonna say, what's a horror story you have from work, and then what's a really cool experience you have from work. And
A
on top of
horror
that-
story from work.
And then I would say, what's the weirdest thing to happen to you while working?
Horror story doesn't have to be scary, just something like that, like was terrible that happened.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm just
If
making
you wanted
sure,
to sum it
like,
up.
I don't know, because the way you said that, like I was like, you mean like horrifying? Joe, you
No,
gonna
I guess
go?
either way.
You got one, Joe?
Like what happened to me, horrifying?
Like something, yeah, that happened to you. Because I got a good one, but if you,
Oh yeah, Frank, you got a good one.
I got a really good one.
What do you got? Go ahead, spit it out.
So when I was working at the deli, when I first started working at the deli, me and Lil Pete, when we first started working
Lil
together,
Pete.
we were changing out the fryer oil, and the fryer was still warm. Like it wasn't hot, but it was still warm.
Okay.
And we didn't instead of draining it out into a pot that night, like you drain all the oil out before you start cleaning it out. I don't know why, but instead of draining it into a pot, he put it back. So like the oil container that you would dump into the fryer was like a plastic container that had a cardboard box around it. And he poured the oil out into that container since it was empty. And because the oil was still so hot, it just melted the container and the entire fryer was all over the kitchen floor in the back of the deli.
Oh shit.
Worst fucking thing I ever had happen, dude. We had to throw down so much salt and stuff just to soak it up because oil ain't like water, you know what I mean? That shit, And it was literally like a pool of oil just all over the back floor. And dirty, nasty oil at that.
That's
Fucking suck.
nasty.
Worst,
sorry.
worst thing that ever happened to me at work.
Shit, man. Anything weird ever happened to you at work?
Weird.
Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story. It's not the worst, but it just came to my mind. When we were in Carrabba's all those years ago, I was putting ranch back up on the shelf and it fell and the top came off and ranch went all down my arm. Oh, I had to, I told him, I was like, yo, I'm going home to get changed. I was opening. I was tight. I was
That
like, yo,
sucks.
I was like, I'll see you at 5. I'm not coming back. I got to shower. Like, no way in hell.
You did? You left?
Yeah. I was like, yo, what am I going to do? I have an arm full of ranch right now.
What's some of the best pranks you did?
Can I tell you something else? Actually,
Yes.
in that same freezer, I made out with 3 Mikos
3 Mikos. I love
Yeah.
it. Mikos.
In the freezer?
in the walk-in.
those-
Yep.
For those of you that don't know what Mikos are,
You don't need to worry about it.
when we worked at Carrabba's, that's what employees called each other. It was Mikos.
In the walk-in? That's great.
Oh, yeah, all the time. All the time.
Because thinking about it, I kept all my shit in there. I was in and out. Danny's in there making out with chicks.
You have
That doesn't
to.
surprise me.
And at Friendlies, when I got the job with Curtis, I hooked up in dry storage with this girl, Brianna.
Oh, Curtis, you hear this?
Curtis, you hear this? She was cute.
Terrible.
That was a long time ago. Oh my God, that's forever ago. Not for nothing, I'm not a fan of fried food, but they had this fucking sandwich. It was like honey barbecue cheddar, something bacon. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was like 16, 17 years ago.
That's crazy.
15 to 17 years ago, like depending on when we were
Yeah,
working and
holy
stuff.
shit. Oh my
It's a
God.
long time.
It's been that long. Woo.
It's funny because when I think of stuff like that, I'll say things like, "Oh man, I've been smoking for this long," or "I've been doing this for this long," or exactly like that was that long ago. It just makes me feel so fucking old, man. And then
Yeah.
I'll be in like the store, like when I was in the bodega a couple months back, and that kid was like, "Excuse me, sir." I was like, "I'm not a fucking sir," but that's why he called me sir.
It's ma'am.
I'm older than I feel, man. Like, dude, I really feel like one of those 30-something-year-olds that like still feels like he's in his 20s, 100%.
Oh, man.
Great.
Joe, you want to share your horrific story, or we could pass on that one?
Yeah,
What
you got a
story do you want me to
horrific story?
share? For what?
Come on, you gotta have a terrible work story. Even now, working with dogs, you never had one of the dogs shit all over the place.
No, I don't do nothing at work. I do nothing.
He just sits behind the desk.
Literally. That's it.
That's not bad though.
I
So-
deal with crazy Staten Island people all day. But
Let
they're
me
great,
ask
and I
you-
love them, and that's it.
Yeah, you probably deal with a lot of Karens over there. Boarding their dog up for a week, you definitely got to deal with a lot of Karens.
Hey man, it's
Where
their
are some-
babies. It's their puppies.
Dude, did you see the video that went viral? The guy on the airline that lost his dog?
No.
Yeah.
So he had his dog on the airline and they like I guess put it underneath or whatever, like it wasn't with him at the seat. And he landed and his dog he wasn't there. And he was freaking out. The video
I
was
would
like
have
freaking out on
I
like
would have
TSA.
bugged out.
And he's like saying, "These are my babies. What are you talking about? You can't tell me where they are." And they couldn't tell him nothing. But I guess the dogs never made it on the plane and they were still back at like the last
Oh.
airport. Yeah, dude, fuck. I would flip out too. And I
I'd be
got kids.
tight.
I know the reference of how like people say they're like my kids. I have kids. My animals still mean a lot to me. Like I would flip out too, dude. You don't lose someone's fucking living thing.
No, you don't.
Fuck crazy.
So, do you guys remember some cool places you've ever gone on a hike before? Does anything stand out to you, like a fucking trail or some shit like that?
I haven't been able to hike in like fucking
No, I'm just
5
saying, like,
years,
even-
my guy.
I'm just talking about like in the past,
Jeez,
obviously.
what are you talking about? What are
How
these
many
questions?
weird left turns is this episode gonna take?
I know. Where are you going, Danny? You all right?
I'm just curious, bro, because I think about it and I have 3 that came to mind. The first time was when I was with Frank in Vegas. We went to Mount
Yeah.
Charleston. That was a really
just-
good.
I
That
was
was a
just
really
gonna
good
say one
hike.
of my best hikes had to be in Vegas, but it wasn't that one. But that's awesome.
I actually heard Vegas out there has like beautiful hiking. Like
Dude, we used to go hiking by Lake Mead and go cliff jumping. It was the best thing in the world. That's what I was gonna say.
Best day ever.
we'd go hiking through the desert, go hiking for like an hour or something, and then finally get to the water and jump off and fucking go into the water like 50, 60 feet. Fucking
More-
the best. But go ahead, D. I'm sorry. What were the other two?
No, it's all good. So that was the first one. The second one that came to mind is I went camping with my guys from the fire department a little while back, and we went to Brickett's Glen. It's upstate New York. It was like 27 waterfalls. Dude, it was so dope. It was incredible. Really
That
fucking cool.
sounds pretty cool, actually.
You saw
Yeah.
that many waterfalls?
Yeah, because the hike is like 2 miles, I think, or like 2.5 miles all around. And through the hike, you see all these 27 different waterfalls. It was really fucking dope.
Wow,
It was funny as shit because we all named each waterfall. It was man.
that's funny.
What is it when
Um,
you were naming things?
You gotta
tonight?
name shit, bro. Everything deserves a name. What are you gonna call it?
I'm
Look
gonna
at
call
it.
it whatever falls.
I'm gonna call it
Gotta have a
waterfall number
name.
1 and number 2. Hey, look,
Um,
there's waterfall number 23.
The other one was when it was only actually like a couple months later. I went with Valerie on a hike to another spot upstate, which was a lot of fun. So that was cool.
No, I actually
Where?
heard. Oh, sorry.
I forgot the name of it, but it was like on the border between New York and Pennsylvania.
Hmm.
I actually heard that there's a lot of nice hiking spots down in Florida. When I went down last time to visit her dad, to visit Karen's dad, I was watching like TikTok.
Where do
or
you
whatever, and
hike in Florida?
That's what I
well,
was
that's what I
thinking.
gonna
Is
say.
that
I feel
Everglades?
like that the apps know like where I'm at or whatever. But when I was down there on vacation, it started showing me certain things, and it said like good hiking spots in Florida, this and that. And
I see
guess
like
there are
a lot of
good hiking
nature
spots down there.
trails out there that they would consider hiking, but
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's not like hills and shit, but it's like, going for a few mile walk through nature. But dude, that's one thing I will say is like even when I went down there and being on her dad's boat and shit like that, seeing so many dolphins, iguanas, like there's so much.
This
cool
motherfucker's been on a
wildlife.
boat how many times? And you can't just pick a name for a boat? I don't understand, Frank. I don't
No,
understand. Call it the squeaky wheel. I don't give a fuck.
I would call my boat Chalupa Batman. Okay.
Chalupa Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Chalupa Batman. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid. I'm glad you had time to think about this.
It's from one of my favorite shows. Then you guys didn't get it. Neither of you have ever watched The League?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it though. No.
So funny. But no, but so I've heard, like I said, if you go hiking out there in Florida and stuff, I've heard that there's just a lot of cool wildlife that you would see.
Yeah, I've heard you won't come back. So
I'm sure if you fucking cross a gator.
we got the gators. The darn gone gators. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for the likes, listen, shares, and follows. We appreciate your support. Have yourself a good day.